My name's Bill Harper. I'm Commercial Director at Harper's Feeds, but my real passion is farming. And I've invited this event today to our farm at Trefoil Farm, North Tamerton, where we trade as Harpers Holdings Limited. We've had great support from a number of people throughout the industry, including Kepak St Mirren, Genus ABS, Harper's Feeds and the National Beef Association. It's in my role with the National Beef Association that I want our people to come today, the members and the guests who've been invited, to come and stress test this business against two parameters, and that is efficiency and sustainability. So in terms of efficiency, what we're looking at is whether this farm is working well in terms of its management, in terms of its nutrition, in terms of its animal health, and in terms of its genetics that it uses. On the sustainability front, we're going to test it again on 4 tests. First, the P of PrEP is profitability. Without profitability, no business can be sustainable. The next one then is the R, and that stands for repeatability. Does the business stack up year after year? Is the farm in as good a condition, if not better condition, year upon year? The next one is the environment. Are we making a positive contribution to the environment? And then the final P is the people that work in this business and the people that support this business. So as well as having 2 full-time employees, we support a number of local businesses, probably creating an extra 2 jobs. So that's 6 jobs that are directly attributed to this business. So the business itself, the cattle side, which we're looking at today, is 120 suckler cows. They're South Devons and South Devon Cross Red Angus. And we take all of the calves through to finish, through to slaughter. In the past year, we've slaughtered 275 finished cattle. 268 at Kepak St Mirren and 7 at Hatherley on the Hereford scheme. At Kepak St Mirren, we're targeting the Angus, the Tesco Angus market. 75% of our cattle hit that specification. They have to be sired obviously by an Angus bull. And then we also add 120 dairy calves bred on a dairy farm from our own semen or our Genus semen that we put into the dairy farm and brought into our farm at 2 weeks of age and reared right through to slaughter at 18 to 22 months. The whole package means that we've got our 275 cattle away in the last year at 329 kilos average carcass weight, and also at a very impressive, I believe, 19 months and 20 days of age on average. So everything has grown every day through its life. And what we're going to do today during the course of this visit is look at how we do it. We're going to ask the people that come to say what they think we could do better, or perhaps what we are doing quite well. So we'll have a good look at the business, and it's amplified by the cattle behind you. This is the last lot of cattle that are going for slaughter this year. I've kept them in to finish them, and everything that is outside will be finished in the autumn. So it's a fairly continuous process, but these cattle are on grass silage and 4.5 kilos of a cereal mix. 2 kilos of a protein balancer that we buy from Harper's Feeds, and 2.5 kilos of rolled barley. And that is their finishing ration that is taking them to what I think is a very, very acceptable fat class. Within our grading, we've got 94% of our cattle to grade at fat class 3 and 4L. And that's really important for us. We want our cattle to hit the spec as many times as we possibly can. So that's the basis of what we're trying to do this afternoon. We're expecting 200 people to the farm, and we look forward to a really lively interchange between the farmers and ourselves as to what we're doing. And then after that, we're going to do a session with the NBA, the National Beef Association, and we're pleased to welcome Chief Executive Neil Shand to the farm, who's going to tell us about what he's doing for us in political terms for the beef industry. And we're also going to be recruiting members for the NBA, because we've got great ability to focus solely on beef politics, but we need as many people as possible to contribute their £100 to keep our chief executive able to go to the meat fairs on the continent to really plug home the message that grass-fed British beef has a tremendous amount to offer the tables right across Europe. So that's the plan for today, and it'll be very interesting at the end of the day to see the feedback that we've got. But thank you for watching this, and I hope you'll have learned something from it. We've got lots more information which will be available on our website as we go forward, as we've written up the event. So thanks very much for listening.